Okay. Good afternoon to all of you. Last. Okay. Today we are going to start the power electronic subject. What is content in the first unit? Already we have discussed about the some basics of the switches. Okay. Just wait. Okay. Sorry for the disturbance. Okay. Already we have seen the some basic concept of the switches. How the switches operates. Okay. And what is the necessity to discuss about the switches. Okay, and what are the characteristics of the switches? All these things we have seen in the introduction. Okay, today we will start the power electronic subject. So, what is the first? What is the content in the first unit? What is power electronic? Block diagram of power electronic. Advantages, disadvantages, applications. Some power semiconductor switches symbols. Clear? Next, switches and its classification. Next, construction of thyristor, operating in principle of thyristor, turn-on methods of SCR, turn-on methods of SCR. Next, static and dynamic characteristics of SCR. Next, gate characteristics of SCR, triggering techniques of SCR. Okay, triggering techniques of SCR and the protection of SCR and specification of ratings of SCR. Specification and ratings of SCR. Is it clear? So this is the content in the first unit. Means from this what we can say? From this what we can say? What is the content in the first unit? Simply the overall unit is totally describe the SCR. What is SCR? What is the construction of the SCR? Okay, and what are the operating modes of SCR? That is the operating principle of SCR, and how we can turn on that SCR, how we can turn off that SCR. Okay, draw the relevant characteristics of SCR during the turn on, turn off. Okay, and how we can trigger the SCR. What are the techniques to triggering the SCR? Is it clear? And finally, how we can protect the SCR. What are the protection of the SCR? Means simply we can say that first unit is totally describe the SCR. Is it clear? So before going to start the SCR, so let us see some basic brief introduction about the power electronics. What is power electronic? What is power electronic? Here, power electronics. We are having two words. Power is one word and electronic is another word. Is it right? Is it right or not? We are having two words. Power and electronics. Okay, so this is the one word and this is the second word. Power is related to the which department? Electrical engineering. And electronic term is related to electronic engineering. Okay, so means what we can say? The power is related to the electrical engineering, but the electronic is related to the electronic engineering. Is it clear? So why we need to combine these two words? Why we need to combine these two words? One is the electrical engineering Okay, half of the part of the power electronics is related to the electrical engineering because the power is related to the electrical, and electronic half of the remaining half of the part of the power electronics is related to the electronic engineering. So why we need to combine these two words, power electronic? Because in one sentence I will say, generally we are having the power semiconductor devices. Is it right? So जैसे अपन रेडियो पे देखते हैं, मोबाइल चार्जर्स में देखते हैं, we will see the mobile chargers. So we are having the some power semiconductor devices. TV में जो motherboard रहते हैं, okay. So means all these PCB designing circuits or motherboard circuits having the are operated with the power semiconductor devices. Is it clear? So, but whatever we are using the power semiconductor devices, all these power semiconductor devices are operated with this low power levels. Are operated with the low power levels. Is it clear? जैसे ना अपन चार्जर में जो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक इक्विपमेंट्स यूज करते हैं, so these equipments will be operated with the low power levels. Clear? Like FM radios, TVs, all the equipments are operated with the low power levels. Are you got this point? Okay, but why we are why we have to discuss this power electronic? Same electronic equipments or same power semiconductor devices, the power semiconductor devices which are operated with the high power levels, okay, which are operated with the high power levels, that devices can be called as a power electronics. Clear? So generally the power semiconductor devices are operated with the low signal levels or low power levels, but we are using the power semiconductor devices in the high power levels. So that's why this subject can be called as a power electronics. Means electronic equipment use करते हैं electrical engineering में. For example, best example, let's see here. We are having the one generating station. What we are getting from the generating station? Electrical energy. Clear? That is 11 kV, whatever. Okay. 11 kV. Next. And this power is transmitted to the consumers. Clear? Through the transmission. Next, distribution. Next, consumers. This is the layout. Okay. So in this way, we can transfer the power from generating station to consumers. Is it clear? So in generating station, we are getting the AC. So in order to transfer the high power in the form of AC to the consumers, whenever we are transferring this energy for a long distances, then what will happen? Huge power losses will be occur. Okay, अगर high अपन AC में transfer करना है power को from generating station to consumer तक, it may be for long distance, maybe 700, 1000 kilometers, okay, 2000 kilometers. So then what will happen? By transferring the power in terms of AC for long distances, a huge power losses will be occur. Power losses ज़्यादा रहता है AC transfer करने से. So that's why what we are going to, if the power losses are increased, then what will happening? Obviously, efficiency will be decreases. If we are getting the 500 watt, we are transferring the 50 watt, and here we are receiving the only 10 watts. For example, at generating station, we have transferred the 50 watt power, and receiving and station means at consumer side only we are utilizing the power 10 watt. So what about the remaining 40 watt? The remaining 40 watts are losses. Okay, so efficiency will be decreases. So in order to decrease these losses, in order to save the energy, we are converting this AC into DC. And this DC is transferred to the consumers for a long distances. Okay, here what we are doing? We are using the one converter at generating station. at generating station, we are using the one converter. This will convert from AC to DC, AC to DC. Is it clear? And then this DC is transferred for a long distances. And at the consumer side means at distribution side, means at substation side. Again, we are converting DC to AC. Again, we are converting DC to AC because we record the AC now. Again, convert karna padega because all the residential applications are running with the AC. For example, fans, tube lights, all are running with the AC. Okay, if we are using the induction motor, that will be run with the AC. So definitely we need to convert again from DC to AC at the consumer side or at the distribution side. Okay, so after converting AC, then we can give the consumers. So by converting this, what will happen? By transferring the power in the form of DC, we can reduce the losses. Are you got the point, all of you? So here, for converting AC to DC at the generating station, okay, and again for converting to DC to AC at the receiving end station, we need converters. Okay, this converter should be designed by using the power semiconductor devices. Converter तो use करना है ना, AC to DC convert करने का, DC to AC convert करने का converters use करना है. This is clear. So converter कैसे develop करते हैं अपन? By using the power semiconductor devices. Power semiconductor devices है ना. By using the power semiconductor devices, we will make one circuit. Okay, by using that circuit, we are converting from AC to DC, DC to AC, or AC to AC, or DC to DC, and so on, etc. Clear? So, but here we are transferring the high power, high voltage levels. Okay, 11 kV, 132 kV, 745 kV. If we are using the low power semiconductor devices in this circuit, then what will happen? अगर low power devices है semiconductors के 10 volts, 15 volts, 5 volts devices use कर सकते क्या वहाँ पर? Because here we are transferring the power in the high power, means 11 kV, 132 kV. So we cannot use the low power semiconductor devices in these circuits. So definitely we need to use the high ratings of the power semiconductor devices. Then only we can convert the high power, and then only we can transfer the high power from generating station to receiving station, and we can transfer. Are you got the point? Means here at generating station and receiving station, we are using the converters. In these converters, we are using the power semiconductor devices, and these power semiconductor devices are operated with the high power levels. Is it clear? That's why this subject is called as the power electronics. The electronic which are operated with the high power levels is called as power electronics. Clear? यहाँ पे power transfer करते, we are transferring the power from generating station to distribution and to the consumers. This totally entire process related to the electrical engineering, and in that electrical engineering we are using the electronic devices. For transferring the power, we are using the converters, means power electronic devices. So it is the combination of the electrical engineering as well as power electronic engineering. Is it clear? That's why they have given name for this subject is power electronics. Are you got the point? Why they have given name for this subject is power electronic? Otherwise they can give the power engineering, they can give the electronic engineering. Only especially why they have mentioned the name power electronic. The electronic equipments are operated with a high power levels is called as the power electronics. Clear? Best example क्या है बताया था अपन? For transferring the power from generating station to distribution on the consumer side. Clear? For example, in Maharashtra, where we are transferring the DC power for a long distances. Anyone having the idea? चंद्रपुर टू मुंबई, उसका नाम क्या है? थाने नहीं है, नहीं उसका नाम है चंद्रपुर से ही जनरेटिंग स्टेशन, चंद्रपुर टू मुंबई, मुंबई से 20 किलोमीटर आगे, वहां तक पावर ट्रांसफर करते, नियर अबाउट 1900 पोल्स लगा हुआ है, टावर्स, 1900 टावर्स, आई वांट टावर्स नॉट किलोमीटर्स, किलोमीटर से 750 kilometers approximate, means in Chandrapur we are having the generating station, and from that generating station we are transferring the power to the Mumbai. Clear? Near about 700 to 800 kilometers. Okay, so we are converting AC to DC there, and then this DC is transferred, and again at Mumbai at a distribution side we are converting again DC to AC. वहां पे बहुत बड़ा बड़ा रेक्टिफायर्स लगा हुआ है, कन्वर्टर्स, AC टू DC कन्वर्ट करने का और DC टू AC कन्वर्ट करने का, बहुत बड़ा बड़ा रेक्टिफायर, मतलब एक एक रेक्टिफायर यूनिट इतना बड़ा है, वहां पर अपन एंट्री भी नहीं करता, अलाउ नहीं करता अंदर, और बाहर से जो ग्लास लगा है बाहर से दिखाते हैं, दिस इज द रेक्टिफायर सेक्शन. Clear? So means this is the simple main intention of why they have given the name for this subject. Is it clear? Concept is clear, all of you? Any doubt? Okay, so you can go through this theory. Power electronics belongs partly to power engineers and partly to electronic engineers. Means power electronics partially, half of the part is related to the electrical engineering and remaining half of the part is related to the electronic engineering. Is it clear? Next, power engineering is mainly concerned with the generation, transmission, distribution and utilization of electrical energy with high efficiency. Clear? And next, electronic engineering on the other hand is guided by the distortion-less production, transmission, precision of data and signals at very low power levels of the order of few watts or milliwatts. So means electronic engineering deals with, जैसे इलेक्ट्रॉनिक इंजीनियरिंग हमेशा जो है लो पावर सिग्नल्स को डील करते हैं, they are not handling with high power levels, always they are electronic engineers always handle with the low power levels. Clear? So but same devices we are using for handling the high power levels in electrical engineering. Okay, due to this combination of this electronics and electrical engineering, so they have, we can it called as a power electronic, we can it called as a power electronics. Clear? So the history of power electronic has begun with the invention of silicon controlled rectifier. हिस्ट्री कब स्टार्ट हुआ ये पावर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स का? The history of power electronic has begun with the invention of silicon controlled rectifier, or we can say after invention of the power semiconductor devices, because SCR is also part of the power semiconductor devices. So simply the power electronic, the history of power electronic has been started after invention of the SCR or power semiconductor devices in the year of 1956. And this SCR has been developed in Bell Laboratories in USA in the year of 1956. कौन सा लैबोरेटरी में इन्वेंशन किया ये SCR डिवाइस है? एक डिवाइस है, ओके, एक डिवाइस है, इस डिवाइस अपन ये कर सकते हैं, ऐसे उस डिवाइस को नाम दिया SCR, इस डिवाइस को नाम दिया SCR. वो कहाँ इन्वेंशन किया है? इन बेल लैबोरेटरी इन द ईयर ऑफ 1956. बेल लैबोरेटरी कहाँ पर है? Where it is? In USA. Okay, so means what we can say, the SCR has been invented by Bell Laboratory in the year of 1956. Clear? Next, and its prototype was introduced by GEC in 1957. GEC means General Electric Company. It is also in USA. Its prototype means what? अगर फॉर एग्जाम्पल वी हैव इन्वेंटेड समथिंग न्यू, वी हैव डेवलप्ड वन किट, आपने किट डेवलप किया है, लेकिन वो किट से क्या कर सकते हैं अपन? वी हैव टू आइडेंटिफाई व्हाट इज द वेयर वी कैन यूज दिस यूनिट, दिस किट, फॉर व्हाट पर्पस वी कैन यूज दिस यूनिट, फॉर व्हाट पर्पस वी कैन यूज दिस किट. अगर एक मोबाइल इन्वेंट किया है, इन्वेंट किया रख दिया तो चलता है क्या? इसका प्रोटोटाइप क्या है? For what purpose we can use? What is the importance of this mobile? What is the importance of this mobile device? This is called as a prototype. Means in Bell Laboratory they have invented the SCR and its prototype has been invented by the GEC, General Electric Company, in the year of 1957. Means a SCR device, this SCR can be used in these places, like the, for this purpose we can use, like this way they have given the prototype. Clear? So next, conventional power controllers based on the thyrotrans, mercury arc rectifier, magnetic amplifier, rheostatic controllers, etc. have been replaced by power electronic controllers using semiconductor devices. So see here, उन्होंने तो SCR डेवलप किया है, they have invented the SCR and also they have invented the its prototype, how we can use the device and where we can use the device. They told we can use this SCR in for controlling the power, for converting the power AC to DC, as well as for controlling the power. For example, we have a 230 volts, and we need only 100 volts. सप्लाई वोल्टेज कितना आपके पास 230 वोल्ट्स, लेकिन आपको रिक्वायरमेंट कितना, हाउ मच वोल्टेज इज रिक्वायर्ड 100 volts. So definitely we need to control the voltage. Is it clear? So by using this power silicon control rectifier or SCR, we can convert the power from AC to DC or DC to AC. First point. And second point, also we can use this device for controlling purpose also. We can use the SCR for controlling the 230 volts to 100 volts. Okay, this has been invented by the GEC company. Means it's prototype. It is clear. So before 1956, तो आपको इधर यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन अराइज हो सकता है, सर 1956 के बाद अपन AC to DC, DC to AC कन्वर्ट किया, कि उसके पहले भी बहुत सारे DC मशीन से. Before 1956 also, in industrials, they are using the DC motors, they are using the batteries. DC motors and batteries are run with a DC supply. Is it right or not? So then that time, how they can convert the AC to DC, DC to AC? So then that before 1956 also, we can convert the AC to DC and DC to AC, but not by using the power semiconductor devices. We are using the mercury arc rectifiers. By using this mercury arc rectifiers, we can convert from AC to DC and DC to AC and so on, etc. Is it clear? So after developing the power semiconductor devices, we are using the mostly rectifier circuit, means power electronic converters, because they are having the more advantage than the previous techniques. In order to reduce the losses, okay, in order to increase the efficiency of the systems, they are having the number of advantages. Reliability, okay, power semiconductor device size कितने रहते हैं, बहुत small रहते हैं, okay. By using the power semiconductor devices, we can make one module, and this kit size will be very small, and we can able to transport to one, we can able to shift from one place to another place, because circuit size छोटा है, किधर भी यूज कर सकते हैं अपन, किधर भी ट्रांसपोर्ट कर सकते हैं. Means the circuit size will be decreases, and it is very reliable, and the efficiency of the, by using this kits or power electronic equipments, we can increase the efficiency of the system. We are having the number of advantages. That's why we are using the mostly power electronic modulators for controlling and converting the power. So before techniques mercury arc rectifier जो भी है वो use नहीं करते अपन. Is it clear? So even though in electrical machine laboratory also, we need some DC supply. Is it right? We need some DC supply. So वहाँ पर rectifier लगाया क्या electrical machine laboratory में? We are having the AC supply. So but to run the DC motor, we require DC supply. So we are converting AC to DC. So we are using the one rectifier. Is it clear? And one more example I will tell. Controlling the power. So before developing the power semiconductor devices, we are having some methods to control the power. For example, speed control techniques of DC motor using Ward-Leonard method. Armature voltage technique. Armature resistance control method है क्या? Field flux control method है क्या? And Ward-Leonard method, that is armature voltage control technique. For example, armature voltage control technique, we are having AC supply, three-phase AC supply. These are the three-phase AC lines, and we are having the one DC motor. We are having the one DC motor. Is it clear? Okay, and this DC motor is running through the DC generator. This DC motor is operated through the one DC generator. Is it clear? What is this? Generator DC. Clear? And this is the field winding. Okay, this is the field winding. So this generator की input क्या है? Prime mover. Mechanical input. Output क्या अपन को? Electrical energy. Input is mechanical energy and output is electrical energy. So where we are getting the mechanical energy? How we can give input for the DC generator? So we are using one more alternator. We are using one more AC motor, not alternator. And this AC motor is connected to the three-phase AC lines. Is it clear? We are using the AC motor, and this AC motor is connected to this three-phase main supply, and it will operate. So the mechanical shaft of this motor, is mechanically coupled to the DC generator. Is it right? Means the mechanical shaft of the AC motor is mechanically coupled to the DC generator. So when this AC motor starts, this DC generator is also start to working. Is it clear? So when this DC generator start to working, then what will happen? Automatically it will generate the electrical energy, because this is the generator. It will generate the electrical energy. So which electrical energy? DC or AC? DC. Because this is the DC. So this DC is given to the DC motor. Whatever we are getting the DC supply from the generator, that DC supply is given to the DC motor. Is it clear? If this DC supply is given to this motor, automatically what will happen? This DC motor is also running. This DC motor is also running. Clear? But our main intention is we have to control the speed of this DC motor. किसका speed controlling करना है? Which motor speed should be controlled? This motor speed should be controlled. So can we control the manually? हाथ से controlling कर सकते क्या? No. Whatever the electrical parameters जो input देते मोटर को, voltage, current, frequency, उसको controlling करना है ना? By changing the electrical parameters, maybe a voltage, current, frequency, and so on, etc. Whatever. If these electrical parameters are changes, then automatically the speed of the motor also changes. Because if the voltage is changes, the EMF is changes. If the EMF is changes, motor speed is changes, because it is directly proportional to the speed is directly proportional to the voltage. If the voltage is controlled, automatically the speed is controlled. So how this voltage is controlled? So whatever we are getting the energy from the DC generator, that voltage should be controlled by varying the here we are using one more resistance, that is the variac. By varying this variac or rheostat, the resistance vary किया तो क्या हो जाएगा? Current या voltage भी vary हो जाएगा. So by varying this variac, automatically then what will happen? Whatever we are generated the voltage from the DC generator, that will be vary. Is it right or not? If this voltage is vary, then automatically the speed of this DC motor is also controlled. Is it right? So this is the one method to control the speed of the DC motor. But what are the drawbacks are there here? See here. एक मोटर कंट्रोलिंग करने के लिए एक जनरेटर यूज किया है, एक मोटर स्पीड कंट्रोल करने के लिए एक और जनरेटर यूज किया है, और वो जनरेटर रन करने के लिए अपन एक और मोटर यूज किया है. कितना कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी देखो. For controlling the speed of one motor, we are using the one more machine extra. To operate that machine, we are using the one more machine extra. Is it clear? So the system will be complicated, and the circuit size will be increased. The losses will be increased. Is it right? Losses increase होता है, circuit size भी बड़ा है. अब we will not able to shift from one place to another place. इतना easy का shift करने के लिए नहीं. Is it clear? So इसलिए whatever the drawbacks are there in the previous technique, general methods, the drawbacks can be overcome by the power electronics devices or power electronic modulators. Simply, we are having the one DC motor, clear, and we are having the AC supply. We are having the AC supply, and using the power electronic converter, we can convert the DC. ये simple है ना? Supply कौन सा है? Which one is the supply? AC. Motor कौन सा अपना को? DC. So here we can use the power electronic modulator. Okay. So this power electronic converter will convert from AC to DC. Clear? So if we design some controlling circuit here, a controlling circuit design की है. So based on the logic which we have given to the controlling circuit, accordingly this power electronic circuit will be operated. Accordingly it will generate the voltage. Accordingly the power electronic modulator will generate the voltage. Based on this voltage the DC motor will operate. Which one is the simple? This one is the simple or this one is the simple? कौन सा simple है? This one is the simple na. Means we can convert the energy as well as we can control the power. Both function we can fulfill by the power electronics modulators. For that purpose, we are going for the power electronic concepts. For that purpose, we are going for the power electronic concept. Is it clear? Now the concept is clear, all of you. Why? What is power electronic and why we are going for the power electronic? Is there any doubt? Clear? Because while going for the power electronics case, circuit size will be decreases and the circuit designing is easy and the losses will be decreases and the efficiency will be increases. We are under one more advantage is there. What is that? Economical cost. Okay, economical cost. For example, by comparing these two, what will be the economical cost of this one? It is very high because DC motor we have to purchase, DC generator we have to purchase, and AC motor we have to purchase. Is it clear? So ultimately the cost will be increases. But while coming to the power electronics, so the power semiconductor devices, the cost of the power semiconductor devices are very low. Is it clear? So ultimately what will happen? The economical cost is also decreases. The economical cost is also decreases. So we are having all these advantages compared with the previous techniques. For that purpose, we are going for the power electronic concepts. Is it clear? Okay. Online students? Anyone? Okay, so we have seen the what is power electronics, and we have seen the why we are going for the power electronics. Here two questions clear. What is and why we are going? And third one, what are the types of power electronic converters? So sometimes I will use the word power electronic modulators. Sometimes I will use the power electronic converters. Don't get any confusion. Both are same. Okay, can we call as a power electronic modulators? We can call as a power electronic converters. Okay, don't get any confusion. So what are the types of power electronic converters? So generally the power electronic converters or power electronic modulators have been classified into 6 types. ओके मोस्टली ओनली 5 टाइप का है, लेकिन लास्ट वन इज द स्टैटिक स्विचेस. स्टैटिक स्विचेस इज नथिंग बट पावर सप्लाई डिवाइसेस है. So you can say 5 types or 6 types, no problem, whatever. So mostly the power electronic modulators have been classified into 6 types. Clear? What are those? First one is the diode rectifiers. I think we have studied in the EDC subject. Single phase half wave diode rectifier, single phase full wave diode rectifier. Is it clear? So means the first classification of the power electronic modulator is diode rectifier, and second classification of the power electronic modulator is AC to DC control rectifier, that is the phase control rectifier. Second classification is phase controlled rectifiers, that is AC to DC converters. And third one is, what is the third classification of the power electronics? DC to AC converter. This is called as an inverter. This is also one type of converter, but the name is inverter because we are inverting the power DC to AC. Clear? Next, fourth classification is DC to DC converters. That device can be called as chopper. That device can be called as a chopper. And the fifth one is the AC to AC converters. Because different applications. For example, in this classroom, please don't make noise. In this classroom, we are having the fan. Fan is required AC. Supply is also AC. Supply AC है, fan को भी AC चाहिए. Directly we can give AC supply to the fan, no problem. It can run. But the speed can be controlled? No. It will run the constant speed. Okay. If we require the variable speed, so definitely we need to give the variable voltage to that fan. Variable voltage देना पड़ेगा. For that purpose we are using the regulator. Regulator use करते ना. Clear? So regulator is the function of the power electronic converter. Means it will convert from AC to AC, and it will control the voltage. It will convert from AC to AC as well as it will control the voltage. Means depends upon the application. We need to use the power electronic converters. For example, we are having the AC supply. आपने इलेक्ट्रिकल मशीन्स में देखा होंगे. इलेक्ट्रिकल मशीन में देखा है, डीसी मोटर की स्पीड कंट्रोलिंग करना है, तो डीसी मोटर स्पीड स्टार्ट करने के लिए विच सप्लाई इज रिक्वायर्ड? डीसी. बट वी आर हैविंग द एसी सप्लाई. सो कैन वी गिव द एसी सप्लाई टू द डीसी मोटर? नो, वी कैन नॉट गिव. सो वी नीड टू कन्वर्ट द एसी टू डीसी. फॉर दैट पर्पस व्हाट वी हैव टू यूज? एसी टू डीसी control rectifier. Means what we can say, what I would like to say here, depends upon the applications, depends upon the requirement, we need to use the power electronic converters. Is it clear? Next one, what is the function of the diode rectifier? It's a very important question for your oral examination. First and foremost thing, if any external examiner or in any interview, in placement, okay, they will ask the question, what is the function of diode rectifier? What is the function of diode rectifier? They can ask the question or not? What is the function of the phase control rectifier? What is the function of the inverter? What is the function of the chopper? What is the function of AC to AC voltage controller? Question पूछ सकते हैं ना? पूछ सकते नहीं. Definitely they will ask the questions in oral examination as well as in interview. This is the general basics. If you want to convert DC to AC, which converter we have to use? DC to AC convert करने के लिए कौन सा converter use करना है? Inverter. So like this way they can ask the questions. Anyone, anywhere, any person can ask the question. So you should be ready for the giving the answer. If you are not giving the answer this for these basic questions, so simply they can understand आपका technical knowledge is zero. Your technical knowledge is zero because these are the basics. If you are not able to give the answer for these basic questions, okay, so what they can understand, your the technical knowledge is zero. Is it clear? In previous even you are giving the interview or you are attending the interview for the IT companies also, they can ask the question. Even they can ask the question, what is the function of motor? What is the function of the rectifier? What is the function of motor? Even in IT companies also, they will check your knowledge because you are the electrical engineer. Clear? So that's why. So please remember, I will give the function of each power electronic converters. So first, diode rectifier. It will convert from fixed AC input voltage into the fixed DC output voltage. I am using the word fixed. The diode rectifier will convert from fixed AC input voltage into the fixed DC output voltage. Is it clear? Because the diode is an uncontrolled device. The diode is an uncontrolled device. This diode can be used in the power electronic converter for converting the AC to DC. But we cannot use the diode for controlling. कंट्रोलिंग के लिए यूज नहीं कर सकते अपन. जितना इनपुट दिया उतना आउटपुट देंगे वो आपको, बस ओनली एनर्जी कन्वर्ट करेगा. क्लियर? दैट्स व्हाई द डायोड रेक्टिफायर which will convert, diode rectifier will convert from fixed AC input voltage into the fixed DC output voltage. Input is fixed AC, output is fixed DC. Okay, for example, here I have mentioned fixed 230 volts and output is also 230 DC. Fixed है ना? So 1 or 2 volts may be variation. अगर 230 volts आपने input दिया है, you will get the 210 volts, 220 volts. That may be small variations can occur, but constant voltage is will provide. Is it clear? So this is the function of the diode rectifier. So I have given the applications also. You can see electrical traction, battery charging, electrolyte plating, charging, electrochemical processing, power supplies, welding. These are the applications. You can go through these applications. Okay. So next, second one is the, what is the second? Are you getting bored? Bored or again? Online students, you are getting bored? Online, anyone please give the reply.
Yes.
Are you getting bored? Hello? Are you getting bored, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please. Okay, just 2 minutes. Okay, I will continue after 3:30. Okay. Okay, so they're say telling we are getting bored. Okay, just wait, I will. Just wait. Nobody hand over. The photo. I'm taking the photo. What will call Zara? Just wait, all of you, please. Photos later. Shh. Wait, wait.